Now, most of us hate being caught with our mouths full, but one diner has taken the idea of all you can eat, quite literally, with eyes bigger than her belly. This is Penelope the chipmunk. And she's befriended locals in the Canadian city of Ontario and thinks nothing of stuffing her face with the peanuts that they're quite happy to feed her. Look. Aww. So she's been snapped scoffing in secret. But are we little secret snackers as well? And do we, when we're on our own, lose any sense of table manners?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, well, if there's no one watching, you can just shove it in, can't you? I like nothing more than to sneak down to the fridge at night on my own. It doesn't even make it onto a plate or with a knife and fork. I love getting, like, a bit of cold meat, taking a bit of chicken off, you know, chowing down on it when no one's looking. I think it's fabulous. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. And orange juice, I'm ashamed to say, from the carton.
No!
Oh, please!
I knew you'd do that.
No, my mother, God rest her soul, milk bottles and cartons on the table, a no-no. And I do think that if you've been brought up and constantly being told how to eat properly and manners, make it man, you're not going to suddenly drop them in the middle of the night just because nobody's looking. Well, I don't.
You don't lay a table.
Well, I might not lay the table, but the interesting thing about the middle of the night, of course, is that in most of my life has been spent trying not to eat too much. So I try to go to bed and go to sleep so I won't wake up hungry. But I have been known to get the odd Rivita, put a little honey on it, and then some very thin slices of cheddar cheese, and that is really marvellous. Delicious. Take it to bed. It's great until you've finished. Then you've got honeyed fingers and crumbs in the bed, and Rivita's quite hard.
It is.
That's all I'm saying about that.
Is that your kind of guilty pleasure, then? Your
That is.
snack?
But as I say, normally I try to get to sleep, to bed, to go to sleep, to not wake up, because I would eat a lot.
I must tell you, years ago, we went for a day at the races. Do you remember that, Linda?
Yes.
We went to and we were all quite jolly at the end of it.
Good old days when I drank.
Yeah, absolutely hammered, all of us, actually. And Linda said, come back to mine. And we're thinking, all right, we'll get a pizza delivered and stuff like that. She absolutely can barely stand up, and we're all in a bit of a sorry state. She cooked a full meal there and then for us, laid a whole table, put Frank Sinatra on, we all had a dance, didn't we? I mean, most of us would be like, a leg of chicken, dear, slice of pizza, but it was a formal dinner.
Oh,
you need to
your
chill out.
manners never leave you then, Linda?
No, manners don't leave you, see. Even, no, that's the thing. If you've got, you know, if you've been brought up with manners, my mum always said you've got to be well-mannered, and it's stayed
But
with
not
me.
if no one's looking.
Yes, that's the point. They're in you.
I'm with you. I do agree that you should all, I mean, even if no one's watching, but sometimes when they're not, you do just let things slip a little, don't you? I mean, the way you eat pasta on your own is completely different to the way you'd eat it in a restaurant. And sometimes, do you not find when you have a bit of you have cereal, and sometimes you're just wolfing it in so quickly, it all starts to dribble a bit.
Do you actually eat in the bed, though? Because that's quite...
Every night I have chocolate in bed, and now I'm trying to kick the chocolate. Terrible habit of mine. 11 o'clock, you'll always find me with a big bar of green and blacks. And I mean, the worst time of the day to eat it. How many calories? I crave it. I've become addicted.
Where's Darren at this point? Is he
going? Can't believe you.
Oh, he's in there.
In bed again.
He's in there with you.
Yeah, and then he wakes up with bits of it on his cheek and stuff. But now I'm trying to substitute it, so I've moved to Rice Krispies. Now that's even worse because I tell you what, one of those gets out and you don't half know when you're rolling.
Oh yeah.
Princess and the Pig. I've literally been marked by a Crispy.
Yes. You've exfoliated places you didn't know you had with that Rice Krispie.
Well, you're going to be shocked here because, obviously, when you go into a relationship, you have to compromise. And I didn't have a TV in my room, my bedroom, but I've always had a very big bed. But now, Ed likes to watch TV in the bedroom. So we've got this... massive TV screen in the bedroom now, and so we go to bed a lot earlier. I think that's just because I spend all my time in the bathroom, so at least he's awake when I get out. Maybe that's it.
Hiding, picking your nose.
Yes. De-rigging yourself.
That's right, yes, it takes a while. But now I go into the kitchen, or he goes into the kitchen, and we have a little picnic, and we've got some ham and some pickles, but always a glass of wine with a glass, proper glass. And so we sort of are playing like we're having a picnic in bed, but it's always done, you know, with the right utensils.
So you lay out a table on the bed.
I'm disappointed in you, Jane. I relied on you. You and I we don't do things like eat in bed. And...
No.
No, but Linda, she's doing it with your
glass.
high standard of linens and tableware. It's not a tap so much as a small
as there's
buffet.
napkins and not the sheet
Yeah,
to wipe.
and Jane, it's when you get the silver cloche and you reveal what's under it.
Well, that's later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And on that note, let's move